First hike of the year.
Oh yes, yes, it is a new year. It is 2021 today, and we are back in one of our favorite places, maybe on the west coast, Sedona.
Not quite on the coast, but in the west, and it is amazing. We came here about 7 years ago. We really loved it. That was actually the first place in Arizona we stayed, and the only time we had been here before. This time it seems extremely busy, and it was really hard to park, but we found a trail. It's a canyon. I think the peak of this trail is in the summer because it has a lot of shade and it's more temperate, but right now it's a different environment, so it's cool.
Yeah, there's actually water here, and there's like a swimming hole, and they say you can swim in it. So that's obviously for the summer, because right now, if you can't already tell, it's a lot colder here than it was even in Phoenix and Scottsdale. And so we're here at, I think, Grasshopper Point, something like that.
It's part of the Oak Creek Canyon, I think.
One of our subscribers told us about it, and I read the comment this morning, and we're like, hey, we're here, and it says that it's less trafficked, which is what we need because it's a holiday right now and it's extremely busy on all the other trails. Here it's like we ran into some people, but should have it all to ourselves from the look of it.
Found the famous green forests of Arizona.
It's so nice. It is so different from the other parts of Arizona that tend to be kind of just like rocks everywhere and cactus. It's its own, you know, charm, but this is definitely like, this is closer to what we're used to, so it's really nice.
But unique, very unique. Yeah. There's no place like Sedona in the whole world.
Yeah, you go from those red rock canyons and you walk in, you're like, oh, there's green in winter. So yeah, it's really, really nice.
Yeah, that part is cool. And in the sun it's warm, only when in the shade it's bad.
Well, we love Sedona a lot, and it turns out we're not the only ones.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. We didn't realize it was a holiday.
Well, we did. It's like, it's a holiday. It's today's New Year's, but it's also a Friday, so it coincides with the weekend. So what I think happened is a lot of people are like, oh, it's a long weekend, let's go to Sedona, and everything is packed.
It's really bad, to the point you can't drive through, you can't get on a hike. We found a hike, but it wasn't the one we wanted, and the one we wanted, the proper trailhead was completely crowded at the parking, so can't do it. We're gonna just drive down the road to a place called Jerome and use the day that way. We stopped at a place called Cottonwood, which I think is what these trees are all around us.
They look really pretty, or they could be really pretty once the leaves come back. Obviously it's a little different because it's winter right now, but yeah, we're here at Dead Horse Ranch State Park, which despite the name actually looks pretty cool.
We're kind of checking out more temperate areas of Arizona that we can come and camp at if we are to move here.
Yeah, and this is a really nice one because it looks like there's just a lot more forest, and then you have like this river here, a lot of people fishing. So yeah, again, very different from the Phoenix and Scottsdale side of things.
I haven't seen anyone catch anything yet, and their buckets are empty, but we'll see.
Looks like a nice place for fish to live, so I bet there's a lot of fish in there.
And the water runs fast and it's cold, so it's nice and fresh. Good weather in the winter too.
Yeah, pleasant and not crowded. That's the key right now, not crowded.
You see, that's proof there are rivers in Arizona. They're just hard to find in this season, but they fill up in some seasons, and some exist year-round. Well, seeing rivers do exist.
Yes, they do. They're really cold. I touched it. It's like ice cold.
in a town called Jerome, Arizona.
And when you're first driving through, you might think that you've been transported to somewhere like Italy because this town definitely has some European vibes to it.
Yeah, they don't build on mountainsides like this so much in the USA because simply they haven't had to. In Europe they have through history, but here they did have the mining history, so they built a pretty big town. And now it's a tourist attraction.
Yeah, it's impressive. We were just wine tasting and the guy lives here was saying that there was up to 15,000 people that lived here during its peak. And they were mining copper. There's still some copper here, which is partially why they say it's a haunted ghost town.
I'm not sure how much I believe that. Maybe. But the wine is superb that he showed us. It's from all around Arizona. It turns out Arizona makes great wine. And if you come to this valley, they make about a quarter of it. And the valley is stretching all below us here. It's
What's
quite
the valley?
Verde, I think.
Valley.
Yeah, the river is Verde and runs through here. And a bunch of their wine is made here. So there's wineries and also just historic stuff and great nature, great vibe.
Yeah, at the very least, it's just a cool town to experience, just driving through it. You don't even have to stop, although you should. And yeah, again, if you've ever been to like Positano, like you'll feel exactly like you're in Positano, except, you know, you're missing the ocean, of course.
Right. Yeah, it's a really fun place. Busy as hell today as well. But we did park on like, well, Sedona we parked, but it was not at the heights.
Yeah, it's busy, but not Sedona busy.
Yeah.
So it's a nice alternative if, like us, you're not able to do Sedona, you should come to Jerome instead.
Yeah, it's a great backup and its own destination in its own right. Here in Arizona, there's endless opportunities to go off trail and play with the rocks and climb and run and do all kinds of stuff. It's like a big playground, it's awesome. Trying to get through the Fat Man Crack. Very claustrophobic here. Oh God. I hate tight spaces.